Hi. So a male viewer posted on my I know Brad Pitt is bisexual video that I should try this whole bisexual thing. At very least, it'll double my chances of having a date. Let's talk about that because this is one of the things that is believed about being bisexual that makes people actually want to be bisexual if they aren't. So is this true? Does being bisexual actually double your chances of having a date? This is actually easy to answer. And the answer is, it depends. And really, at the end of this video, that is going to be the answer that I say. So if that's good enough for you, I say now, please like the video and subscribe because I do a lot of videos on the bisexual topic. But if you want to know a little bit more like what it depends on, then keep watching because it depends on three things. It depends on what you consider to be a date. It depends on how you identify, and it depends on whether you're male or female. So let's start with how you identify, because there's two things here. There's being bisexual, and then there's identifying as bisexual. To be a bisexual, all you need to do is have the capacity to have sexual or romantic feelings for someone of more than one gender, not necessarily for the same amount of time, meaning that you could like one gender for 10 years and then suddenly have feelings for some other gender. Not necessarily for the same amount, meaning that you could have romantic and sexual feelings for one gender and only slight sexual feelings or slight romantic feelings for another gender. None of that matters. Only thing is that you have the capacity to have sexual or romantic feelings for someone. Qualifies bisexual. But that does not mean that that's what you like, what a person portrays of themselves to the public. That's how they identify. So, in general terms, if you are bisexual, but you identify as straight with straight people and gay with gay people, then yes, generally speaking, you will double your dates on a Saturday night. If you, however, identify as bisexual, then it depends on gender. If you are a female, it doesn't double your chances of having a date, but it increases it more than if you were just one gender. If you are a male, it actually reduces your chances of having a date. I don't know whether it's like by 3/4 or by half or even like to 1/3 of what it would have been. Not sure, but it absolutely diminishes the number. So you might listen to that and go, well, I haven't declared yet what I am and I haven't come out or anything, but I know what I'm going to do now. I am going to be straight when I'm with straight people and gay when I'm with gay people because I want to double my dates. Slow down, cowboy. Not so fast, cowgirl. Because there's another factor there. What do you consider to be a date? I mean, when you say date, do you simply mean the opportunity to go out with someone on a Saturday night and then that's it? Like, it does not go past that. It's just the opportunity to be out with another human being on a Saturday night. You know what? If that's the case, if that's all you want, feel free to identify with straight people and gay with gay people. May as well do it. If you, let's say, consider dating really having sex, so you're just looking to have sex, as much sex as you can, and that's it. That is it. Then you know what? If you identify as straight, no harm done to straight people. If you identify as gay, no harm done, and you will definitely increase your opportunities to have sex. No doubt about it, because you will be flexible, you will have opportunities left and right, more than if you just identified as one. But then you might ask me, well, you're making a really strong argument for just identifying as whatever it is the other person I'm with is. Stop selling. I mean, the car is sold. Just back away because the deal is done. Well, see, there's a problem. There's a reason why people identify as bisexual. Let's say that you were doing this whole straight with straight and gay with gay thing, right? And you wanted a long-term relationship that involves intimacy. And you lie basically to the person you're with over an extended period of time. The situation is it eats away at your soul. I mean, you know, generally speaking, it tears you apart from the inside out and makes you a half mutant part of the person who you would have been otherwise. I'm just saying that. You know, there's nothing severe, just it destroys you from your core. That's all. Over time. Not like within the first week or the first 2 weeks or maybe even the first month. You could even go 6 months. You could even go years. You could last for years lying to yourself, lying to the person you're with. Not a problem for some. And all you have to do is take that part of yourself and just squish it into a little ball. You can't throw it away. I mean, it's a part of who you are. So you just like tuck it way, way, way in the back and you just don't think about it. It always comes out. Whether you are having problems with work that's causing you kind of upset, your brain is strange. It won't necessarily associate that upsetness with the thing that's causing you to be upset. It'll search your brain and go, you know what, there's that thing in the back there where I'm not really, the person I'm with is not allowing me to be exactly who I am. And it's really, I'm upset because of that. Or you're in the relationship and you know it could be your fault that the relationship's not good in terms of you're just not paying attention to them the way that another human being needs to be paid attention to. It could be anything. It could be their fault, it could be your fault, anything. But wherever it is, you start thinking that it's not what it actually is that's the problem with your relationship. The problem with your relationship is that I am not getting the chance to experience who I am as I should feel I should be. And that little thing just starts to grow into this monster that kind of eats away at you very slowly until you finally say, I can't take this anymore. I need to experience life like this thing that I've had in my head that I've built up over time. So what do? You either break up or you go on the sly. You go on the sly and you experience whether it's the sexual experience you want to experience or whether it's the romantic experience you want to do. You do it because you start feeling, I deserve this. So now you've cheated on the person that you're with. And you're like, you know what, that was kind of great because I got the chance to experience what I want and now I'm done. I don't have to do this again. Brilliant. Until the next time it starts reeling up because it's a part of who you are that's hard to escape and it's because you've stuck it around put it in a ball and tried to hide it away that's caused it to now be this huge thing. So the second time comes around, you're like, well, I got a formula now. I know how to satisfy this. I got a thing, I'll just go on the slide, do what I have to do and I'll come back. And the problem is that, you know, you can't be James Bond all the time. The first time you do it, everything like your senses, you're alert, you know what you're doing, you're covering your tracks like James Bond. And then, you know, the second time, well, you know, you've done this before, so it's kind of getting easy. It's not like you're not being so careful. You're going with the flow, you know, and then like maybe the fourth or fifth time, and then this time goes on. Now you're the Pink Panther as opposed to James Bond. You're just kind of like fumbling over what you do, you're not paying attention, and you will get caught. Whether it's the first time you do it or the second time, the person you're with is going to start realizing something strange is going on. And when they catch you, they're going to break up with you. Why? Because you have betrayed them. And then because bisexuals are like, you know, they're invisible. Everyone's identifying as straight like you are identifying as straight. They have no other impressions of bisexual except for you. And what is that bisexual, that impression? That impression is that of a cheater. So now they don't, not only do they not want to date you, they don't want to date anyone like you. And also they'll go and tell their friends about this horrible experiences. Now all their friends think, wow, bisexual is really horrible because they haven't met bisexuals and that person was saying is bisexual. So now you're out bisexual. You might try and get back in the closet, but now you're really sensitive about it because you start hearing from other people how much they don't want to date bisexuals. Why? Because bisexuals are cheaters. And it's not just you who've done this. This has been done since there was a bisexual identity. As soon as it was societally known that you should just be straight, bisexuals who have the opportunity to pretend to be straight have pretended. And the only way they've been caught is when someone else found out they were cheating. So this thing has been going on for a long time. So now you who made that decision before will have a harder time finding dates, because you can't escape the fact that you're bisexual, and you've helped to perpetuate the myth that all bisexuals are cheaters. So now so the question now is, if you identify as bisexual, does it double your chances of having a date? when it comes to long-term intimate relationships. For women, it has the possibility of being the same in terms of raw numbers. You know, women are sensitive to cheating. Men will look at the exact same situation and give it another name. Men will say, whereas women say that bisexual men are cheaters, men say that bisexual women are promiscuous. It's the same basic act that they're describing. It's someone, needing to have more sex outside of their relationship. So if you're a woman, a bisexual woman identifying as bisexual woman, you're looking for a long-term relationship with intimacy, guys are more likely to, not more likely, there's a certain large amount of guys who will not want to date you because they think of bisexual women as being promiscuous and they don't want to have to deal with that. Lesbians, on the other hand, will massively not want to date you, or a lot more of them will not want to date you because you identify as bisexual. And will that wash itself out and end up being equal? The same number, same raw number? Maybe. Maybe. For men, though, women who are so super sensitive to cheating, a massive amount of them won't want to date bisexuals in this day and age. And also, gay men will be a little hesitant to date bisexuals. So you actually will have many fewer dates if you identify as bisexual. Yeah, that's the actual answer. So, going back to the point, is it true that if you're bisexual, you double your chances of having a date? It depends. It really depends. And I don't want you to leave in the fact that, if you identify as bisexual, your dating life is done. Really, look for other bisexuals. I've said this in many other videos. Stop playing around with this over here. And certainly if you can't meet a bisexual, you just take what you get, then fine. But be honest and build a relationship based on honesty, and that's the best possible way that you can have a relationship. Because, you might think that straight people and gay people are just wrong for having all these stereotypes, but this is the world that bisexuals have created for themselves over a long time. The question is, will you be a part of the problem or will you be a part of the solution? That's it. Check out my other videos if you're kind of depressed now and you want some inspiration. In fact, I plan on doing a series of videos next about the great things about being a bisexual. And it's not the things that you might, think of. It's the things that are real and matter in the life. So look for that series. But until then, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I do many videos on bisexual topic. And I do not do them on a regular basis, but I do them frequently. And only by subscribing will you be able to know when a new video has come in. That's it. Until the next time, stay cooler, my bisexual friend. Stay cooler. Bye.